Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mallory, a first-time mom pregnant with our baby boy. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what my second trimester must-have items are. So if that interests you, hit the red subscribe button and stay tuned. All right, so if you're watching this video, most likely you are pregnant. Perhaps you are entering your second trimester or are in your second trimester already. I have completed my second trimester, which is why I am making this video, because now I can look back and give you guys perspective on this middle trimester of pregnancy, which a lot of people say is like the golden trimester or like the best trimester, because you're over the morning sickness, hopefully. Most people are, but you haven't gotten like so huge that you're uncomfortable. So the second trimester is the one that you're like supposed to really love. If you're not loving it, like that's fine. Maybe you're dealing with morning sickness still, but most people, generally speaking, are mostly over it. So I did do a first trimester must-have video, which I will link in the cards up above if you missed that, or if you want to like go back. Maybe you're not pregnant yet, you just want to see it. Anyway, I know that even before I became pregnant, I would like binge watch pregnancy related videos because it was just fun to like prepare and look forward to that. But anyway, we're going to be talking about second trimester stuff in here. Let me look at my notes. Oh, I will have as many things as I can listed in the description box below. If I can't find something that's not exactly like I'm showing you, I'll try to find an alternative. Please be aware that they are, a lot of them, if not all of them, will be affiliate links, which means I make a small commission. The whole disclaimer is down below if you buy through the link. But no, you're never, you know, obligated to buy anything or anything like that. So let's get started into what were my must-haves. Items, and then also a service that was a definite must-have for second trimester. Okay, the first must-have, which I have talked about if you watch my pregnancy updates, my weekly updates, which if you don't, you can find the playlist in the cards. But one of the things that was a must-have for me starting in the second trimester was a pregnancy pillow. And I did not want to go with one of those huge like body pillows that like envelop your whole body and like take up half the bed. Those were so expensive and I just didn't want one of those, just period. So I decided to go with a smaller one that was also more affordable. And this is the Boppy Side Sleeper Pillow. So it looks kind of odd, but it lies on the bed like this, and your side goes in the middle, and then your belly rests against one side, and then your lower back rests against the other. And it's supposed to help keep you on your side. Now, I found that in the second trimester, I just wasn't big enough for my body to like get the message that it needed to stay on my side. And so I would wake up on my back all the time. But it is nice to start giving yourself support once your belly starts growing. Third trimester, this is a definite must-have if you don't have it already. But second trimester, I would recommend getting some kind of pregnancy pillow. I found this new on eBay. I believe it was $23.99. That was the cheapest place. But you can also find it on Amazon. If you can't find it on eBay, I'll have the Amazon link below. It's like a few dollars more on Amazon. Plus you can get the Prime shipping if you are a Prime member. I love this. And it's small enough that you could travel with it. Like I've taken it as carried it on to a plane before and even used it in the plane seat. So yeah, so you can travel with it. That's another nice thing, is if you're traveling while you're pregnant. Okay, the second thing, which I also mentioned in my first trimester must-have video because I needed it, but maybe you were super small. I started jutting out quite early. I think it's just my body, my anatomy, but that would be a belly belt. And so this is what it actually looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see there's a couple buttons and then there's a buttonhole. And so you attach this to your pants, to your normal pants, not maternity pants or shorts. I wore this mostly with shorts because it was summertime when I started using it. And then it does come, like once you get bigger, it comes with a bigger one. So it's the exact same thing, but there's just more fabric, more elastic there. And, oh, there's more. So if you have a pant, so this is a button one. There's 2 button ones. And then there's 2 that are like these hook things. If you can see that. See, there's hooks, and then you have like the little thing that goes in there. Anyway, if you have pants that have hooks instead of buttons, they have 2 of those in the kit. And then, this is like when you're really big, they have these little pieces of fabric that you can put inside your pants. So like if your pants are really gaping, you can slip this in there and then you won't show your underwear because that would be kind of awkward. All right, a third must-have for second trimester. This is usually when people start buying maternity clothes, and I really put that off. I am in pretty much close to the middle of my 3rd trimester, and I still have not bought hardly any maternity stuff because I just don't like clothes shopping in general. But I would recommend, if you're like me and you don't like shopping, I would recommend at least getting a couple pairs of maternity pants. So I was fortunate enough to, again, be the same person that gave me the belly belt, gave me 3 pairs of maternity jeans. They are boot cut, which is not my style, but they were free, so who cares? So in case you've never seen a pair of maternity jeans, this is what they look like. So you know, they have like the little, like the crotch area, and like this one has fake pockets, but they have this panel at the top that your belly, that goes over your belly, and then the back, it's not as like long. I think technically you're supposed to wear this panel over your whole belly, but me personally, it feels kind of tight, and so I usually fold it. So you can wear it however you want, but I would highly recommend getting at least 1 to 2 pairs of maternity jeans or pants or shorts, whatever season you're in. And you will grow into them. Like, you know, as your belly grows, you'll fit more comfortably into them. But it's just, yeah, it's nice having maternity pants to grow into and just to be a little more comfy in. My 4th recommendation, my 4th must-have is collagen powder. So unfortunately, I don't have the branded container because we were traveling, or we moved from Germany to California, and I didn't want like a huge container in my suitcase, but so I have my collagen powder in here. But basically, collagen powder is technically a supplement, so I can't I don't want to recommend it to people, you know, talk to your doctor, blah, 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 that disclaimer. But collagen, in my opinion, is a very safe supplement, and I was using it before pregnancy. Collagen is really good for your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, your gut lining, just all sorts of things, because our bodies need collagen to like repair itself and to grow baby. Baby needs a ton of collagen in utero when he is developing. And I didn't use collagen very much in my 1st trimester, which I don't think I talked about collagen in my 1st trimester must-have video because I didn't really use it. The way I normally use it is I put a scoop. So normally, like when you buy it, it'll come in like a plastic, like a round plastic container. Vital Proteins is my favorite brand. They're super high quality from grass-fed cows. But basically, whenever you buy collagen powder, it comes with a scoop. So it looks like this. And the powder is just this white powder. And you want to look for collagen peptides or collagen protein powder. You don't want to get gelatin, because that is the kind that will gel. Collagen peptides dissolve in either cold or hot drinks, but I I do find that it dissolves easier in hot drinks. And so that's how I always use it. I would always put it in my coffee or my tea in the mornings. But in the first trimester, hot drinks were kind of a turnoff. They weren't really a true aversion, but they just weren't appetizing. And I didn't drink much tea and really no coffee in the first trimester. So I was able to start doing that though in the second trimester. And so that's when I started adding collagen back in. My theory, because it is good for your skin, I know that a lot of pregnant women struggle with an itchy belly, like as your skin stretches and grows, especially like if it's your first pregnancy, your skin has never stretched that much. And itchy belly is a problem for a lot of women. And that my mom had that problem. I, however, unless I'm putting like essential oils on my upper stomach to like calm stomach discomfort, that would make me itchy no matter if I was pregnant or not. But otherwise, I have not had a problem with having an itchy pregnant belly. My hunch, my theory is that it's because I've been using collagen powder, because that helps your body to regenerate and to grow new skin and that kind of stuff. So I really, really love collagen. It doesn't have a taste. You can buy collagen powders with a flavor. So like Vital Proteins, they have all sorts of different flavors now, but I just go with the plain so I can add it to anything. You can add it to smoothies, tea, coffee, even plain water, but I never do that. You can add it to juice, like whatever beverage. You can add it to soups. That's a really great idea to boost the nutrient content of a soup. So yeah, I love collagen powder and I will continue using it whether or not I'm pregnant. Oh yeah, and I rarely put lotion on my belly. I have not been lotion, belly butter or anything like that. That is not on my list because I have not been doing that. I've just been taking collagen powder and it works from the inside out. So I just love it so much. All right, another thing that is a supplement is magnesium powder. This is something that was recommended to me by my German doctor. He said that it's good for cramping. So especially in your second trimester, when you're really starting to grow, you might have round ligament pain. And that's simply your body's ligaments growing and stretching, your belly's getting bigger, and magnesium is really crucial for that kind of stuff as well. So he recommended getting like tablets that dissolve in water. They have those at the German drugstore, super cheap. They also have similar things in the United States, powders. Natural Calm is a good brand that I'm familiar with, and I have used that before. However, I wanted to use the magnesium powder more than I did, but unfortunately it would sometimes give me a stomach ache, and so I stopped. So, but instead of that, and I believe I mentioned this in my first trimester video, where is it? I have also been using topical magnesium. This is a magnesium gel, and you can get it in a spray, you can get it in a lotion, you can get it in flakes or like Epsom salts, like if you like to take baths, we'll put some essential oils in there and like take a calming bath. But basically, this absorbs really well into your body, and it's another way to get magnesium into your body to help with that cramping feeling, with that growing pains. It also helps with more restful sleep. So I use this at night before I go to bed to help with inducing sleep and just sleeping better. Again, talk to your doctor before starting any supplement, but this magnesium gel I think is great. Another must-have kind of like category for second trimester was items for tummy issues. So in the second trimester, my morning sickness mostly went away. I did still have issues with gagging, and I still have had that a little in the third. But one of the things that did develop was getting more gassy. So I think it's because your belly's growing more and your stomach has less room, and gassy foods seem to bother me, like broccoli and things like that. And so I needed like an arsenal of things to combat the gas. So ginger tea was always very helpful. Another tea that I started drinking was this traditional medicinals pregnancy tea. I did buy this in the US, like the last time I was there, and then brought it back with me. I couldn't find this pregnancy tea in Germany, but I bought this at Whole Foods when we got to California. But this pregnancy tea has, it's all organic. It has raspberry leaf, stinging nettle leaf, spearmint leaf, bitter fennel fruit, rose hip, alfalfa herb, and lemon verbena leaf. And I avoided red raspberry leaf tea in the first trimester. I know some people feel comfortable drinking it, but I just didn't, because it can, in some people, cause uterine contractions. So I just wanted to stay away from it in the first trimester. But in the second trimester, I felt comfortable having red raspberry leaf tea in a mix, in a blend, so it wasn't like straight red raspberry. And this tea is really delicious. It has like a light mint flavor, but it's not, because it has its spearmint in it, but it's not like a full-on peppermint, like boom in your mouth flavor. I find it very tasty, so I liked using that. So that was a little calming on the stomach. And then also I used Gas X. Again, talk to your doctor, but it's simethicone is the generic name, is the actual drug name, simethicone. And so I would take sometimes the maximum dose a day, and I would usually get stomach, like gassy problems at night, and sometimes I would have to prop myself up and sleep kind of upright in order for my stomach to not hurt, because sometimes it would hurt really, really bad, and even the Gas X or the ginger tea would not do anything to touch that gas. But sometimes it would. You know, talk to your doctor, see what they recommend, but you know, having an arsenal of things that can combat tummy issues. And then finally, the final item is a saline nasal rinse. So pregnancy congestion is real, and I had it. I do have allergies, but it seemed to be more like pregnancy related. And so having a nasal rinse can be really helpful. You can either get those ones, I think it's by Arm & Hammer. It's like a yellow thing. I'll try to link it below. But basically it's like a pre-made spray, and so you can either spray it just like kind of like almost like an Afrin, but it's not Afrin, it's just saline. You can just spray it in there and blow your nose, or you can like hold it and kind of try to drain your nose. If you're gonna try to drain your nose like that, I would prefer personally doing like a Neomed saline rinse or a neti pot, which is where you put warm filtered or distilled water. You don't want to use water from the tap, because there's always like the off chance that there's like bacteria or whatever. So use distilled or spring or bottled water that's heated up, but not too hot. And you put that into the bottle, and then you put a salt packet. So like the Neomed saline rinse comes with salt, like pre-measured salt packets, and you pour that in there, and then you basically squeeze it, and it goes through one nostril, up through your nose, and down out the other nostril. It sounds really gross and weird, but I'm telling you, it's amazing for clearing out congestion. So that can be really helpful for that pregnancy congestion, like getting to blow your nose and get that stuff moving out of there. So that is really helpful. So now those are all the items, and I do have one service that was a must-have for me. This is probably the biggest thing. The must-have service was a meal kit delivery service. And you guys, it was amazing. I want to continue. Once we have a house, we're in a hotel right now living here in California. Once we have a house, and I really want to sign up for another meal kit delivery service here in California, because it was just amazing. So what I used in Germany, because remember we were living in Germany at the time, I used Marley Spoon. So I saw an ad on Facebook, and it was like a coupon. You could get money off your first 2 orders. And so I decided to try them out, and they were amazing. They do have a US arm, and I believe it's called Martha and Marley Spoon. So it's like a Martha Stewart thing. Martha and Marley Spoon, I'll link it below. And so you can get the same brand, but there's all sorts of things. There's Home Chef, Blue Apron, Plated, Sunbasket. If the screen looks a little different, it's because I ran out of memory and I did delete some things. So anyway, where were we? We were talking about meal kit delivery. There's so many options here in the United States, but I used Marley Spoon in Germany, and I would get 3 meals per week delivered. They would get delivered on a Monday, like late morning, and then I would have 3 dinners already planned. So by the second trimester, first trimester, I didn't really cook hardly at all because of all my aversions. I couldn't eat meat. It was just bad. But in the second trimester, I was able to start cooking again and eating more normally. And so that's when I started the meal kit delivery. Oh, it was just so wonderful. So it made life so much easier, because even in the second trimester, you're still going to be a little more tired than usual. You're going to have more things on your mind with being pregnant. You know, maybe you're working and you're pregnant, and like your life is just more full. And I just didn't want to shell out that energy to do all this meal planning and like a lot of grocery shopping and whatnot. And having a meal kit delivery service really, really helped with my mental capacity, with time, less time at the grocery store shopping, less time meal planning, because then that meant, okay, I have dinners ready for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I can meal plan for Thursday. I started doing like pizza Fridays, so like that was already planned. And then a lot of times on the weekend, we'd go out to eat at least once. So like, let's say Saturday we would go out, and then maybe Sunday I would like fix something really easy. So really, I was only having to meal plan for 2 days, Thursday and Sunday. And, you know, basically shop for 3 days of groceries a week, or like 3 dinners a week. Of course, like, you know, breakfast and lunch, but I just cannot tell you how helpful having those 3 meals planned ahead for me. You go online and you choose like a week in advance or more of what meals you're going to want for that week's delivery. And like, that was basically my meal planning for that. And it was just so easy because you have a limited amount of things to choose from, and then they deliver it to your door in a, you know, the meat and stuff is in a cooler, and then you have a bag for every day with the rest of the ingredients, and you just open up the bag and you follow the instructions. And the other nice thing is that all the recipes were pretty easy. Some took a little longer than others, but like it was pretty easy to get dinner on the table within like 30 to 45 minutes max. So that was also nice. So it was a time saver. It also saved us money on our grocery bill, because the less you're in the grocery store, the less chance you have for making impulse buys. And then you have more money for spending on baby stuff. But anyway, I just love meal kit delivery services. I'm going to try, maybe try like different companies here, since we have a lot more options here. I am an affiliate for Martha and Marley Spoon, because that was like the company I was familiar with in Germany. If you do anything in your second trimester, do a meal kit delivery service. It's not as expensive as you might think. And even if it is a little more expensive, I think that it's totally worth it, because you don't have to grocery shop as much, you don't have to plan as much, and you can get dinner more quickly on the table, and it's healthy. So it's a win-win-win-win all the way around. So can't say enough good things about that. So those are my second trimester must-have items in one service. So I will be doing the same thing for third trimester. I probably will do my third trimester one before the end of the third trimester, because then like at the end of the third trimester, then I'll have a baby in my arms. So I kind of want to do the third trimester must-haves before then. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up in like not too long. So if you're in your second trimester now, like you can look forward to that so you can prepare for your third trimester. If you are new here, I really appreciate you stopping by. Please hit the red subscribe button down below and then the bell notification so that you don't miss any more of my upcoming videos, because there's just so much fun stuff coming up now that we're in a new state. We're back in the US. I'm gonna have a lot of fun things to share about that. And then of course the birth of our son. So there's just so much fun stuff coming up and you don't want to miss it. So join my YouTube tribe. I would love to have you. If you are on Instagram, go follow me there. Warrior Life Wellness on Instagram is my handle, and I would love to have you over there as well. All right, you guys, in the meantime, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.